So, hello. I'm here to talk about Cestus, but not specifically any sort of like recommendation or not. Um, this is just a manga because I was reading Holy Land. As you remember, my review of Holy Land and what I thought about it. Um, I'm reading this one. It's Cestus because I want some realistic martial arts manga or manhwa, and manhwa. How manhwa doesn't matter to me for any of those, but a lot of them are kind of unrealistic, and it really gets my goat sometimes. It's like watching the God of High. I read the God of High School. Fucking whoopity doo! Looks like we're gonna go all God on you. If you read the manhwa, you'd understand what I just said there, and I don't want to give you anything else other than that. But it's not realistic enough. Right? I just want realistic hand-to-hand combat, Holy Land style. Right? I don't want no fucking Baki. A little bit too unrealistic for me. I don't want no fucking Kengan and Ashura. Fuck off. I want some realistic fist on fist action, foot on foot action if they're kicking. So then we basically, in this manga, Cestus, it basically follows a slave boxer by the name of Cestus, as the manga implies, who is a slave boxer who basically fights in like these big Roman arenas and then like the Colosseum, fighting in this ancient art known as pugilism and hand-to-hand combat. So this is during the time of Nero's reign, and if people here know about Nero, he was one crazy ass motherfucker. Okay, he was the emperor known to basically to basically fucking fight actual gladiators in the Roman stadium. Like he would actually fight actual gladiators, slave gladiators, skilled fighters, as the emperor of fucking Rome. Right, and I know people are like, "Oh, that's okay." And it's like, no, you don't seem to quite understand. The emperor of Rome, the fucking most important person in the whole entire land, in the holy land of Rome, should not be fighting gladiators. But he was pretty crazy. He's known to be a little off his rockers, so he went to do that. So yeah. So I'm not even going to talk about Cestus. Fuck it. We don't even need to care about that. Let me show you the characters that we're talking about today. Because I read something that fucking had my jaw drop. Because it's just how surprising it came out of. Like it came out of nowhere. It came out of left field. So this is Nero, the bitchy son, the bitchy emperor of Rome, real bitch boy, real bitch boo. This is Agrippa, his mother, and this is Octavia, his Nero's wife, and technically his stepsister, if I'm correct. I personally don't care enough. I don't remember. Again, I'm not, And this is his little like consort. His little consort, a slave by the name of Acte. So let me tell you a little bit of something, okay? And besides the point of how I found that image, I could not find any good images of Acte without them being like fucking 144p and you couldn't read it. So I had to find some ways to like download it, and don't worry about it. That's why it's on that of all things. So let me tell you, Agrippa is like the fucking, she's like fucking Game of Thrones everyone, right? She literally got her son to get basically ascend to the throne basically by killing off her opponents. You know, she's like a badass woman. That's all you need to know. She's like fucking scheming like with her Black Widow fucking 2-3 fucking 900 IQ plays. That's her, Agrippa, okay? And instead, she has this son, a weak, sniveling, snot-nosed fucking Nero, who's like, I don't want to be in my mother's shadow. And then there's this bitch over here. Her name's Octavia. Whoever the fuck she is, I could care less. She's like there, and then she's like, oh, there's like this forbidden romance between her and like another character in the manga. I don't really care about it. I thought I was in for the manga for fighting, and then it's just kind of really taking its sweet time. I'm not really enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Holy Land, and I'm just a little disappointed with the manga. But whatever, you can read it if you're interested in it. But so let me tell you what I saw, okay? So I'm gonna first start by giving you a little introduction into how some of these empires work, especially back in the olden days. And this occurred all the way until like the 1900s, my dude. back in the day, the royal families had this thing of trying to keep the blood pure. So in Egypt, if people here know, they would marry their sisters, marry their mothers. They committed like blood incest, right? Rome, it's not uncommon for that to occur, right? And even in Europe, up until like the 1900s, the royal families, because they would only marry from nobility, like the Habsburgs were like in every royal family all across Europe. So all the fucking families had fucking hemophilia, like basically the blood disease where when you get hit, you can't clot, so you'll just keep bleeding, and it's very easy for you to like if you get hit, for example, you just have it's like a blood disease. It's very bad, and this is something that occurred to the late Nicholas, I believe the last czar of Russia, Nicholas, and his son, which is why Rasputin came to power during like the the early 1900s, right? When he was like when she was with the czar's wife, right, doing all this different stuff, being the holy man trying to cure like the czar's son of this hemophiliac disease. All right, whatever. And so if you know why I reference these historical things, you'll kind of get where I'm getting at here. So little boy here, you know what I mean? This boy here, he's like he's like married. I don't know what age he is at this point. I don't fucking care. He's like 16, 17, whatever. And this girl here, his betrothed, I think that's how you say it, Octavia, is like 14 or 15. I fucking don't know. They married young. That was a real thing. Not abnormal per se. However, he ain't fucking her. He don't want her, right? Nero's like, I don't like her. I'm not gonna fuck her. And then Octavia's like, oh, I'm too pure for this Nero character. I'm gonna lust over Ruska. I'm gonna lust over this other manga character. Take me, golden-haired boy. Take me. Right, because so she basically refuses to fuck Nero. And Nero doesn't want to fuck her because what Nero wants to fuck her. Nero's been going after fucking Acte for like however long he's been going for. He'd be like, I want you, Acte. And she's like, oh my god, Acte, please be with me. I'll divorce Octavia to be with you. Oh my god, fuck Octavia. And Octavia's, doing her own thing, trying to fuck another man. So it doesn't matter. Ignore that. And so Acte's just there, but Acte's a slave. So Agrippa here, because she's like the smart one, right? And so the reason why she had Octavia marry, I think, this kid here was to basically form like kind of more of a stable political marriage, right? Because they're the same class. She's quite powerful. I think she was like technically his step sibling. I don't fucking care. I'm not too sure. And so that's meant to basically keep the power in Nero's hands in order for her, to keep some power and make sure her son does well later in life. Again, she's like a fucking Black Widow. So at some point, she comes into the chambers when literal Nero's like, about to fucking seduce the shit out of not seduce, I don't know, about to fuck Acte. Let's be fucking clear here. I'm gonna just say it straight out. He's on top of him like, oh my god, Acte, no one cares about me, no one understands me, I'm the Emperor of Rome, my life sucks, only you understand, I love you. Whatever the fuck Nero is, the slobbering snot-nosed brat that he is. And the mother's like, hey, Nero, this isn't right. You gotta be fucking your wife Octavia to get a fucking hair. She's a slave. You ain't gonna touch him. So you know what she does? Agrippa's be like, hey, yo, Acte, you fucking seducing my son. Get the fuck out of here. Bam, bam, bam. She fucking slaps the shit out of her. Gets her the fuck out. And then she goes on to Nero and she'd be like, yo, Nero, you ain't doing your duties as a son and as a man. You got to be fucking your actual wife Octavia instead of doing this with fucking Octe. And I'm just here like, what the fuck is going on in this scene? Nothing led up to this. I'm just saying, even at this point in time, nothing led up to this. It was just like literally Agrippa was in a fucking bathhouse. Then she's over here being like, hey, yo, Nero, you can't be fucking this Octe girl because she's a slave. And then slaps Octe and tells her to get the fuck out. So she's lambasting him and says like, here, you're not gonna be, so you need to get your sexual desires satisfied. So you know what she does? You know what she does? Ding, 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 ding. If you got it right, ding, 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 ding. Fucking surprise incest. Surprise incest. Because she also like, hey, yo, Nero, don't fuck Octave. Fuck me instead. And then she fucking takes off her clothes, like, fuck me, I'll satisfy you. And then all of a sudden, bam, surprise incest for only 2 pages too. So I don't even know what the fuck happened. Literally nothing suggested. Like, nothing suggested that she was just gonna go straight surprise incest. But she does. So she literally takes off her clothes, boobies showing. She'd be like, hey yo, Nero, fuck me. And then Nero fucks her. He fucks his own mom. Yeah, and you don't seem to quite understand. I know it's funny, that I'm saying this, but it's like nothing led up to it. It was literally, it's fucking surprise incest. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, hey, yo, she's talking lambasting for being a weak-willed emperor. Then she also says, you got your sexual desire? Fuck me instead. Don't fuck her. Where the fuck did this come from? And I'm there sitting there like, what the fuck did I just read? Did I actually just read like a surprise incest scene just to make it so that the audience feels something? I don't know. Because I'm stuttering here like, what the fuck did I just read? And I'm just sitting there thinking with my eyes, with my jaws dropped, glasses off, like just realizing what I just read. And not only do they don't even do the service of like a couple pages, just do it with like it's like a 2-page thing of like her saying, fuck me, then he does it, he has this one little like suck scene on the mother, and then boom, next chapter, baby, because that's like the end of the chapter, and it's the end of the chat, and the next chapter is just the mother getting up from the bed like, looks like I did it, I finally did it. It's like, it was like fucking one of her like chores. It's like she didn't even think of it, she didn't think of anything other than, this is just a chore for my child, just had to do it, who gives a fuck, it's just like, what the actual fuck. She's badass though, because that was her way of making sure Nero stayed in like check. Fucking Agrippa is fucking like, in this whole show, she's like the fucking mastermind, fucking pulling all the strings, like, and then Nero's there like, mother, how could you? I want to be with Acte. I don't like Octavia. I want to be the emperor. How dare you, mother? Am I not the man of the house? I'm the man of the house. You're nothing. You're the emperor's dowager. Yet you still dare take power from me. That's Nero the whole fucking time, and that's all he's been doing, like crying, whimpering, being the snobbering, snot-nosed child that he is. And I'm just like, wow, I don't really care much other than Agrippa. When Agrippa comes in, shit's going down. And so that's like the only thing that out of this manga is just, it's not, I don't know, I don't think it's very good. I'm gonna finish it, but because I've already come too far, but it's like, it's really mediocre. Honestly, it's not very good. And I'm very disappointed in this fighting manga. Because there's just so much useless shit I don't care about. It's like, oh, Octavia. Oh, she's gonna try to, Octavia's like, oh, my, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be with Ruska. Which is another character, don't worry who he is. Oh, I don't like Nero. I want to fuck him instead. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say? It's like, I don't care about these subplots. Like, even with Agrippa there, it's kind of like, meh. I just kind of want to see Cestus get better. And, this character here, Cestus, who isn't even in this video other than here, to beat some ass. But even then, they don't even show much of him. And he seems like a fucking loser who's going to get his ass beat no matter what. Like, god damn. Like, I don't know, man. Just surprise incest. That's the best way to describe this.